not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the Nutriverse, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit and get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, what's up? Let me turn a different world off, bitch. I don't want y'all to hear that in the background. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing on this good Thursday? Y'all know what that means. It's Thursday. Y'all know what that means. Ooh, ladies first. Ooh, ladies first. Okay, yes. Ladies first panel tonight. Okay, tonight will be on the Good Girl Jamie That's Me channel. Okay, y'all make sure y'all show up for us tonight. Come see us. It's going to be the first show that we have not had a guest in a minute. Okay, and honestly, we just needed the break. Okay, so just show up and do what we do without having to prepare for other people. But don't worry, because we do have another interview coming up, and that is with Kimmy from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And don't forget that the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville starts on Saturday night, and I will be there. And I also have a already scheduled video to come up on Sunday afternoon. I forgot what time I scheduled it for, but y'all come and see me talk about everything that went down on over the weekend, okay? Y'all know you just get your nails done, bitch. Don't know how to eggs. Don't keep moving their hands around and shit. Hey, roll call right quick. Hey, Angel, Latrice, Drea, Kimmy, Brittany, Tiffany, Randall, Ricardo. Hey, Tina, Kashar, Pretty Kitty, okay, Carla Jr., Joshua, Tay, Janae, okay, Devin, Tracy, Maxwell, Miss Monet, okay, Lazur, Sharice Woods, Tashara, SC, Gerard, Latonia, okay, Tracy, Julia, okay, I said Maxwell Media, Portia Kayla, what's up, boo, Shanna, Denise, hi, Denise, Zodiac, okay, where the hell is Saki? Look at through all of this shit. Where the fuck is Saki? Okay. It's okay if she's not here. I'm just so used to seeing her that when she's not here, it's like, Bernard. I'm so used to seeing her. I'm sorry. Okay, and my girl had somebody else to moderate for the day, or shit she had to do. I cannot be upset about that. Okay. She always comes and shows out for me. Will you review A Love Tale? It's on BET. Girl, I already watched it. I watched the whole thing in one sitting. I haven't reviewed it, but I really liked it. So I might watch it again and then come to y'all with the bullshit. I'll actually see if me and the girls want to turn that into Instagram live, because we've been talking about doing like smaller little like, you know, reviews or talks about things on Instagram live and saving them and then uploading them to our, you know, respective channels for whoever week it is on the Bondi, well, on the Ooh Ladies First panel. Okay, so we're thinking about that. Vacationing in Dominican Republic right now. All right, be safe, because you know they like to kidnap us out there. Be safe, okay? No, I see Miss Monet and Tina here as my moderators. I am not playing, y'all. Do not do that, Miss Monet. Do not do that, okay? Don't even play like I don't fuck with y'all, because I already said hey to Tina and I said hey to you. I just thought she would be here because she's normally here. That's all, okay? We be here and then we be here. So don't be acting like that, because I was saying she wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like that. All right. So nigga said we all looking for Saki. Why? Okay, look. Put it together. Okay? Put it together. Y'all, I'm so fucking groggy. Okay? Okay. Be quiet. I'm sorry. Okay, Lamar Swarsky. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love me some Bondi Blue with the banging frames. Thank you. Can we get into how Kima had Pam all caught up in them hugs? Bitch. Lamar, not you. But you know, just in general, bitch. We gonna get into it, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought. I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought. And the reason why I feel that way. Okay? But we still care about all the moderators, just so we're clear. I would miss Tina if I did not see her. Miss Monet, I would miss you if I did not see you. Okay, just so we know. Hey, Ash Tuck, Shantia Gregory. Okay, listen, there are a few of y'all, Rambo Ricardo. There are a few of y'all that be in every video, to the point that I do sometimes notice if y'all aren't here. Like, it's just that y'all be here, so I ain't gotta say that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Sistas first. Let's talk about child who drop kick who, in matter of fact, who was in. Okay, look, who was zooming who. Get y'all that. I'm sorry, y'all. My little dog is out here barking like a little asshole. Okay, as long as I see my big dog, that's all that matters. Because usually she be telling on him, y'all. My little dog is bad. So if my big dog run away, she'll bark and bark and bark until somebody comes to see he didn't got out. That's like, hey, this nigga done got out. Come get him. Okay. But yes, mad love to all the moderators. Olivia, shut up. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be screaming all in y'all ear like that, because I know that's probably what this sounds like. I'm sorry. Hold up. Matter of fact, I be noticing sometimes I feel like my audio be too loud. But it's not something that YouTube, not something that they will let you fuck with. I see. They never let you, lower your sound. I can't lower this shit so that y'all don't be hearing me over-modulated and shit. Ugh. This is ridiculous. Anyway, it's 187 of y'all in here. We 10 minutes in and we ain't talked about a fucking thing yet. I'm ashamed. But you know what? Let me go and make sure that she's okay, because she gonna keep barking. So let me make sure she okay, y'all. Y'all like the video. When I come back, we're gonna get right into this, okay? I'm gonna put up some waiting room music for y'all. Just give me 1 second to go and make sure that my dog is not wrapped, around something and she can't breathe or something. Let me go. we're back. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hate the unprofessionalism of having to get up in the middle of a video. But when I'm home by myself, I don't have a choice. Obviously, she needed water. Okay. So we're good on sound. We're good on video. Before I get into it, we're good. We're good. Everyone's good. Everyone's great. Everyone's doing all right. We're good, babe. All right, we're gonna get into Sistas. Sistas, here we go. Okay, so the episode started off with us watching everybody having sex. Everybody's getting it in. Child. They wasn't the only ones. But anyway, Karen and Aaron have sex, and so does Zach and Fatima. And yeah, that's just how the episode starts off, with everybody getting banged out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, really, Karen and Aaron? Is this what we were gonna get from you guys? Really, Karen and Aaron? Really? Is that what we wanted? We wanted them to have sex? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. I wanted Karen to get her rocks off for sure, because, you know, her usual dick just told her he don't want her no more. So she had to figure out something else. And I'm happy that she did that and everything. But I don't like Aaron. I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. I don't like Aaron. Okay? Yes. Listen. Let's do it right quick. Hold up. She want the D. 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 I couldn't hear it. She want the D. She want the D. She want the D, 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 she want the D. She want the D, she want the D, she want the D. She want the dick. Okay? Right quick, right fast. I'm sorry, I had to do that for y'all because it came up in the spirit. Okay, you can like this video, or you can admit that everybody wanted the dick, including me. Including me last night. Okay, so Calvin tells Maurice, y'all, we go over to Calvin and Maurice. We're gonna come back to Karen and Zach and all of them, you know, and everybody. We're gonna come back to them in a minute. Okay, but just at the beginning, at the top of 8 o'clock on BET, everybody's having sex. Okay, so Calvin tells Maurice that he's proud of him and that he's really a good guy. You know, he was actually there that night when Maurice was having that very weird conversation with 40-year-old Q, trying to see if Q needed a mother, because obviously Maurice is going to turn into a house mother at some point and have all the little children, you know, all the kids. And that means all the gay people, all the kids, you know what I'm saying, coming to him for, I don't know, advice, you know, guidance, you know, bank receipts. I don't know. But I just feel like Maurice was trying to give us pose with Q. And now Calvin is here patting him on the back for that in his little tight jeans. And then Maurice wraps his legs around Calvin. Okay, like, because he wants it. Okay, he also he want the D, he want the D, he want the D. He want the D, he want the D, he want the D. He want the dick. He want the D. Oh, don't want it. It's Calvin. Why would you? Put it down. Let it go. Fall in love with another dick. With another dick. Not Calvin's. Nobody should want Calvin's dick at this point. I want Calvin to disappear. Thank you, Ash Chuck, for the super chat. Aaron reminds me of David from Ready to Love. Something very toxic and needy about him. I concur. Thank you, Denise Belt, for the super chat. My jam. I sing it all the time. I know that's right. Okay. Listen. Maurice wants Calvin's dick. And if it's not going to happen, stop playing with us. Okay. So go over to Andy and Gary. Y'all know I was extremely annoyed with Andy and Gary last episode, because Gary was upset with Andy because she slept with Paris when he was in jail months ago. I mean, in Tyler Perry world, I don't know what the time frame is, but what we do know is that Gary is a married man. Okay. His married wife tried to kill Andy like a day ago. They decided that they were going to get engaged and not rush into marriage the way he tried to get her to rush into marriage. So if she had married him that night, would he not have wanted to have sex with his wife that night because he was thinking about what she did with another man when they were not together? You know, it was just, it upset me so much. It flamed on the side of my face like this is fucking Clue. I was so upset. And then I was even more upset when Andy wakes up the next day and wants to apologize to Gary as if she did something wrong. Stab, stab, stab. Okay? Stab. Okay? So she questions him about who he was on the phone with, because when she came out the bedroom, he hurried up and hung up the phone and he was smiling and giggling on the phone. It's like, who the fuck you smiling and giggling at, Gary? Okay. And Gary was like, why do you want to know? Wait a minute. Are you jealous? See, now you know how I feel. Now you know how it feels to not be able to trust someone. And it's like, Gary, you and Andy were not together. If anybody is not to be trusted, it's your lying, finagling, I got issues with my ex-wife Anna Federale Hood and their wives you didn't know about ass nigga. Like, you've been lying to her this whole time. If there's anybody that's not to be trusted, it's you. It's you, Gary. It's you. And Andy sitting up here having this conversation, having this argument with him when she know good and goddamn well that this man is crazy. There's no reason to marry him. Get off of my screen with all of this. I'm sorry. It upset me. Thank you, Maxwell Media, for the super chat. They need to give Maurice a man and stop playing. They really do, because all gay men aren't thirsty. And this gives gay men are thirsty. Please stop. Parched. Okay. I'm just annoyed with Gary. I want someone to stab him in the face. And Andy, if you're going to be with him, I want murder suicide. I'm sorry, but that's what I want out of this situation, because y'all two are upsetting. Okay. The next morning, after the morning after the night before. Y'all know I gotta do this. When all of the fun is over, will you still want me? Listen, will you still want me is the question, because Fatima don't know. That's why I had to sing this song, okay? Because Fatima wakes up after, do me, baby, all night with Zach. Let me lick you up and down. Like, that's what they was doing the whole time, okay? And now it's weird energy the next morning. He was trying to sneak out. I don't know why he was trying to sneak out, but she was like, Zach, I'm already up and dressed, nigga. Did you not see that I wasn't in the bed? Like, hello. Okay. Was not in the bed where you thought I was. Okay. I'm up. Okay. I have a job to get to. It's 7 a.m. I'm awake. What were you doing? Okay. Like, just questions. Either way, she's bothered by that. And now she's like, Zach, you just wanted the sex. Now you got the sex. Get the fuck out my apartment now, Zach. And it's like, y'all been doing all of this, Fatima, for you to turn around and tell this man to get out your apartment and he only wanted sex. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. But you don't like that the homegirls are uncomfortable with the fact that you want to be with Zach. Karen and got in your ear. You care about Andy's feelings. Sabrina and Danny then told you that he wasn't worth shit. And now you let them get all in your ear. The truth of the matter is, it's not like they are lying, because they aren't. But at the same time, let your experience of Zach be your experience of Zach until he shows you otherwise. And he has not shown you otherwise yet. He just dick you down. And we're confused. Zach and I are confused about how I can dick you down, and the next morning you're up here with a problem. Bitch, where's breakfast? Okay, what's that about? Okay, a bagel, coffee, something, dick you down. Okay, you asked to be fucked. I delivered. Okay, didn't get soft, didn't argue, didn't fight you when you pushed my head down. None of that. Fatima, what is going on? Like, oh my God. Don't let them batches get all in your head. If you want that man, be with that man. Okay? Anyway, y'all, Sabrina gets off the phone with her boss and screams very loudly in the bank for Jacoby to come into her office. And I was like, first of all, why are you screaming so loudly in this bank? It's supposed to be a professional setting. Please walk over to him and ask him to come into your office. Like, what's happening here? And then when he comes into the office, we remember that he was suspended. So if you were suspended, what you doing here? Okay, why are you here? And he was like, well, I thought that, but I know, but I had thought, you would let me work, like, this is why you can't fuck your subordinates. This is why you can't fuck your employees, Sabrina, with your dumb ass. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. because he thought that when you suspended him, it was for play, and he would be able to come back to work. You know why? Because you let him stick his dick not only in your refrigerator, but inside you. It may not have been what you wanted it to be. It may not have went that whole round, but you definitely let him put the tip in on the kitchen counter. Okay, he had his dick all in your refrigerator, and now you turning around suspending him for defending you, okay, to this crazy nigga Calvin. Okay. And another thing, why is it that Maurice is so cool with Calvin at this point when Calvin was in there acting a fool, grabbing all women, being all irate and angry and shit? Like, what is going on? I can't stand how Tyler Perry will sometimes totally forget about things that have happened in the storyline. Okay. Like, either because Maurice threatened to beat Calvin's ass. Okay. But either way, was that Jacoby that he threatened? Never mind. It doesn't even fucking matter. What matters is Jacoby thought that because he fucked Sabrina, that she wasn't going to actually go through with suspending him. But now that he's shown up, she's going to fire him. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why not just send him home and tell him, no, nigga, go home and don't come back for 3 days. That's what the suspension is for. So you can take your ass on somewhere. But you don't like fire him. When the truth of the matter is you firing him because you're uncomfortable with the fact that you let him put the tip in. Okay. You're uncomfortable with that. And you would rather just not deal with him. So now you're going to fire him. I felt like if you was going to fire him, you should have fired him because he's dull as a box of rocks. The nigga's stupid. Fire him because he's dumb. Don't fire him because you're uncomfortable with the situation that you put yourself in. So I did feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I did feel like that was on some bullshit. Okay. But Danny calls Sabrina to complain about Preston again. How she doesn't want to leave, but she doesn't want to stay either. She's 702 and she needs to get it together. Okay. I'm tired of her complaining about Preston. Either be with Preston or don't be with Preston. Go out on a fucking date with Preston. Y'all don't never leave that apartment. Y'all never go nowhere. Y'all never do nothing. And you sitting up there talking about you don't want to talk about him milking the cow and all of that type of shit. At the end of the day, y'all sound dumb. You sound dumb, Danny. Be with the man or don't be with the man. Stop calling, complaining about the nigga. Anyway, Zach comes into the bank trying to open up a checking account so that he could put $20,000 in the account so he can invest the $20,000. Now, that white lady offered him, I think, more than 20. So it made me think that he was trying to put his own money on that stock versus putting her money on that stock. So that's what I think he did. I think he put his own money on that stock. And of course, once he realizes that this is Sabrina's bank, he's upset because he don't want her all in his business, and he damn sure don't want her telling all of his business to Karen. And Sabrina, it's like, it's illegal for me to do that, but what are you doing here? I'm like, Sabrina, please go back in your office. You work on my fucking nerves. Like she has this principal teacher kind of energy about her when she comes up to him. And he was like, irate, like, get the fuck away from me. He was trying to take his money out of the bank because she's standing there. And I was like, you're doing too much, Zach. You need to calm the fuck down. You're doing too much howling in this bank. But at the end of the day, I'm glad you couldn't take your money out. Go sit down somewhere. You didn't take your money out because she's there. But she also needs to go and mind her damn business and go back into her fucking office and find something to do. Don't you have to go hire another employee for this, customerless bank that you work in, bitch? Shouldn't you be going to hire Jacoby's replacement and putting a little mental note, not the fucking next to it? Like, go do that shit. Anyway, Sabrina calls Andy to hold up before I move on to that. The thing that really made me mad was it almost seemed like Sabrina was going to start to dig to find out where Zach got his money from, as if that was any of her fucking business. That made me mad. Okay, so Sabrina calls Andy and invites her to come out to lunch. Now, Andy had already made plans with Fatima to go to lunch, but when Sabrina called and asked that it just be the original girls, she has to cancel her plans with Fatima. So fine. Then they got this client, right? She's been talking about this same client for the past couple of episodes where it's this woman who made all of this money and her man came in with absolutely nothing and now he wants half, okay? So basically what happens every day with men and women but flipped, okay? And Andy is representing the man. And Fatima is like, he don't need to get nothing because he didn't have nothing. I can't stand a man that tries to take shit away from a woman. And I feel like people are always forgetting about all of the nuances as to why, when it's flipped, people don't have that same energy. You know why it's not the same? Because for so long, women could not make the same amount of money as men. They could not get the same jobs. So men would marry women, impregnate them, and then they get old, and then you want to leave them and not give them anything, when it's like, why should I have to go out here and start my life over with because you decided you wanted a younger model? No, nigga, pay me for my pain because I gave you children and I gave you my life and you decided that you didn't want it. I should not have to change my lifestyle at fucking 50 when you can pay me for this separation. And that would happen because women couldn't work like that. They did not have the earning power that their spouses had. So even if they were to go out there and get a job, they wouldn't be able to make that same amount of money. So men would have to offset that. These days, it's a little bit different, but the energy is still the same for the most part, because in a lot of boardrooms where people are making the most money, it is still mostly men. Okay, it is still more men than women in certain spaces, in financial places, and you know, corporations. And just like there aren't a lot of black people, there aren't a lot of women either a lot of the time. So that is why whenever men make money, people expect the men to take care of the women that they were with, versus when a woman makes money, having to take care of a fucking man that can go out there and earn just as much, if not more than her. So I feel like it's different. And I hate that people always like, but if it was a man, just like I saw something today. I don't know who they were, but some girl punched this NBA player or NFL player. I don't know, but she knocked his teeth out. And I don't think that shit is cute at all. Okay, I don't. But everybody was like, but if it was a man, if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all wouldn't be laughing. And it's like, you know why? Because in real life, if that nigga wanted to knock her the fuck out, he could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different because when we're actually in the fight, the man is restraining himself from hitting her. She is hitting him with reckless abandon. She's wrong, of course. Y'all know what I'm saying. She's absolutely wrong. And she should go to jail for that shit. Bitch, you crazy. But I still feel like it's not the same, because in most situations, men aren't actually in fear of their life physically. They're trying to stop themselves from putting their hands on you in a way that they would if you were a man. Okay. And that's not the same thing when women do it. Okay. So I'm just saying, it's not. Women be on other shit, but a woman actually knows that she's not stronger than her man, you know, and that he might whoop her ass if he really felt like it. A lot of women only feel safety because they know their men won't hit them, because that's how they've been raised. Okay. Some of y'all hoes need to get slapped though. No disrespect, but if you feel like you can knock my teeth out, I could backhand slap the shit out of you and tell you to get away from me. Like, you ain't about to keep hitting on me, bitch. Okay. Yes, and mentioning about how women back in the day couldn't even have their own bank accounts, couldn't own their own credit cards. It's only been like, what, 60 years since we were able to have our own bank accounts? Okay. Yeah, no, I know not all. I didn't say all men. I did not say that. I said that a lot of the women who do things like this, they do it because they know their men won't hit them back. Okay. And because those men were raised right. Okay. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. If you can't call me, throw her ass somewhere. Okay. And leave her there. But don't stand up there and get hit on by no woman. But also, as women, you don't need to be hitting on no man like, you know, like you fighting a nigga in the street. What's wrong with you? Like, that's not cute. That's not okay. Everybody can keep their hands to themselves, of course. But I still feel like it's not the same thing, because a woman, no, I know you're agreeing, but I'm just saying, a woman doesn't have the physical strength that a man has a lot of the time. And that man, if he wanted to, probably could have killed that girl with his bare hands if he felt like it, versus her knocking his teeth out. But that's not the same as her actually being able to beat him to death if he actually fought back. You know what I'm saying? If he decided to beat her ass, it don't matter how much she fought back. She still probably wasn't going to win. That's all I'm saying. So people just always using these false equivalences with men and women as if there aren't all these nuances behind it that explain why we feel the way we do when it's a man versus when it's a woman and all of that shit. But either way, back to Sistas. Andy is defending this, you know, this man that is trying to get money off of this woman, and her lawyer comes in. Her lawyer is big, fine, light skin, you know, hair swooped to the side. And Fatima was acting thirsty as if Zach didn't just dick her down last night. I said, y'all need to pick whether y'all want Fatima to be thirsty or confident. Pick it. But you can't have her being overly excited by a nigga like she ain't just get, you know, the dick gave to her last night. Okay. The dick got gave to her last night. So what you this excited about this nigga for? Calm down. Okay. Either way, Andy has a conversation with him. They're going to, you know, try to talk about a settlement, whatever. Okay. Danny calls Karen and asks her to meet them for lunch. She agrees. Danny goes over to Zach, who is losing his shit because that stock just plummeted. So all that $20,000 he invested could be gone. I think it's going to do a dive and then go right back up real quick. That happens all the time. And then Jacoby shows up to the bank just as Sabrina is about to leave to go meet the girls. And he's angry. Okay. And he was like screaming to the top of his lungs about how she fired him because he didn't want to have sex with her. And see, she sexually harassed him. We all know that's not what happened. She's like, Jacoby, why are you doing this? It's like, because you fired him, bitch. He was like, you hurt me. And I was just like, y'all gonna get tired of these niggas rolling up to the bank like this. Like, in all honesty, I would not have fired him, but him reacting like this, I don't understand why they don't have guns in the bank. Because at this point, I would have a pistol in my purse rolling up to this bank every day. And Jacoby's ass would have got shot and pistol whipped right in front of the bank. You're not about to roll up on me. What you gonna do? What you about to beat me, nigga? What you gonna try to put your hands on me because I fired you? I'll shoot you in the dick. Get your puss ass out my face with this bullshit. You knew you weren't about to keep this job anyway, you crazy ass motherfucker. Like, oh my God, the fact that he decided to get that mad that he wanted to roll up on her like he was about to physically assault her. Yeah, there's never any security at this bank. If there was security at this bank, then a lot of the shit that goes down here would never have happened. Y'all, Sistas is aggravating this shit, but it's still a good show. However, I want Jacoby to get hit in the kneecaps and then pistol whipped by Sabrina or Maurice, whoever feels like doing it. But I don't like the way he rolled up in the bank like, nigga, fuck you. You got fired. Deal with it. People get fired every day, B. Take it up with the people. Okay? Call the Lord. Don't call me. Let's move on to Encore, y'all. Sistas is good and messy. Sistas is good and messy, okay? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the Encore. Okay, hold up. Okay, so apparently we didn't get to see this play out, but Misha and Pam got into it the previous night, and they talked the next morning and basically make up. Misha was mad at Pam because she felt like Pam wasn't defending her to the twins. So she apologized. And Pam says it's all love. Pam also talks to Aubrey, who says that she knows how to take blows to her womanhood and to her reputation and stay quiet. I'm guessing she's talking about the shit with Pauly D. I'm tired of her. She spent this whole episode complaining about how they didn't have a sound and she doesn't like it and it's not what she wanted. All they do is complain and they never listen to her. All she did is bitch and complain. I was so glad that she decided to leave. I don't know whether it was her eyes or her titties, but I was tired of looking at her. I was tired of looking at Aubrey. I'm glad. And then she put all the blame on the twins, the only two people that's actually writing and producing fucking music. And you gonna put all the blame on them as to why y'all don't have a sound? Like, what are you talking about? It's 9 of y'all. Y'all are not gonna have a perfected sound in less than 30 days, Aubrey. How about you get up there and actually sing your notes correctly? Because you have a lot to say, but when your ass got into the booth, you sounded like trash. So I don't want to hear from you what everybody else needs to be doing when your own vocals aren't up to par, bitch. Like, deal with that. Also, can we talk about how when Misha tried to apologize to Pam, she wanted to hug her and tell her she was sorry, and then she would remember not to do it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you can't even take familial or friend like affection from people, just hugs from people that just want to show you that they care, like something is wrong. Okay, something is wrong with Pam. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Pam is still wearing wife beaters. Okay, Pam is still gay. And I know y'all want to argue with us about this, but the fact that a person can't even say, hey girl, I'm sorry, when you know they're not trying to fuck you, just because you're going to have this feeling that people are going to think that you're gay. You're having this negative reaction to any type of affection from a woman of any kind is more so problematic to me than you hugging them and then people thinking that you might still be gay. Like, is it just me? Pam, I don't know what God she talking to, but it don't feel like the demons are dealt with. It does not feel like you've prayed it away. It doesn't feel like you've been delivered, because it seems too fucking hard for you to not want to be with women. I'm going to get to it. Thank you so much, SC Gerard, for the super chat. So that was just annoying to me that I noticed that. He said Pam is gay to the $3 bill. Child, y'all so stupid. Anyway, so the ladies talk to Sita. They have to finalize the tracks that they do have before the industry veterans come in to judge them. They don't have one of the songs because Cosign did not finish any of his production on the songs. So they were missing one song, and then all the other songs weren't finished. So Felicia and Fallon have to get in the studio and kind of go through the tracks and try to see what they have and finalize those things, even though the so-called producer is not there and has not finished the tracks. Okay, so when they go through the tracks, they were going through Cosign's version and then Felicia's version. Excuse me, y'all. Specifically with Bird's Eye's View, they decided to go with Felicia's version. Okay, and then he didn't do anything else that he was supposed to do on that track, so they even more so wanted to go ahead and go with Felicia's music. Hey, Shamila TV. Hey, love. How you doing? Aubrey thought she could stand out because she was the only white woman in this space of black women. That's why she left. Yeah. She thought she was going to come in and be special. And then the fact that she kept calling shit mediocre. And I was like, girl, if anybody in this house is mediocre, it's you and them two bitches that you likened yourself to. Irish and Misha. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all came here and y'all were not vocally ready to sing. And then you get mad at people for not putting you on the track and giving you all of this to sing. Your vocals aren't there, and you know they aren't. So what the fuck are you talking about? I don't have time for this shit no more. Okay? I am over them with the foolishness, okay? So we got everybody coming in to see the girls, right? We got Brandy. Brandy looks amazing. Okay, we got Scorp Diesel. We had Misha. We had Kima come for Pam. The way Kima was, where's she at? Never mind. We had Brandon J. We had Javon, and then we had Jazzy Faye, who's everybody's fave. Y'all, she's laying down barking. Olivia, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't stop. Yes, I am. I'm going to beat you up. Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah, she's literally laying. I can see her. She's laying down, barking. No reason at all. Just wants to be problematic. Anyway, so all the girls come down. They get ready to, play the songs. And all of these niggas in hats decide they want to pause. Hey, stop. Y'all got to perform. Y'all got to lip sync. Y'all got to do something for us so we know who's singing which parts. Okay. So the ladies go ahead and do that. Aubrey and Irish are back here hating the whole time. Aubrey was so bothered, and I don't understand why. I also thought it was funny how Pam was liturgical dancing to her song. I was just like, Pam. Pam be doing her own thing. Aubrey was laughing and making faces and shit, which I thought was very rude. Her energy was fucked up. And if you was gonna be like that, take you and a filler in your cheeks and them big ass titties and them terrible fucking contacts and go on somewhere. But don't stand behind them with that energy while they're trying to present this music to people. Okay? You could tell Misha felt away too at some point because, you know, she didn't have no real parts. But then she had some parts, and then she kind of, you know, she got a little bit more excitable when her parts of the songs came up. Okay. And after everybody finished performing their songs, Mila talks to Irish and Misha and tells them that she's so proud of them. She's so glad that they finally got their moment to shine. Like, everybody's teammates were happy for them. Yeah, nobody came for Cherish. Nobody came for Aubrey. Nobody came for Keely. And it's because, you know, y'all are some bitches. What's up, sir?
Make you laugh when it's over.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. S.C. Gerard, thank you so much for the super chat. Was any as surprised as me that Mila showed up? She still looks great too. Yes, I was. I was surprised that Mila showed up because I thought it was going to be beef. I thought they had beef. But Mila showed up and I wanted her to stay. I'm not even going to lie. I was like, child, I would love for Mila and Pam to get on there and do that little whiny shit that they do that does sound good. You know, I want them to do something together, okay? But either way, everybody thought it was great. Everybody was impressed with what they did. Now let's talk about Pam and Kima. So y'all, Kima showed up because she wanted to talk to Pam about Pam leaving the group. She felt like our group could still be touring and doing shit. Why are you here with them and not, you know, picking up the phone for us? Like, what is that about? You know? And Pam had to explain that she had to walk away from Total and she's here now because God led her here. And I feel like, no, bitch, your checkbook led you here. Stop playing with us, okay? But then she gonna be like, God was making her struggle, so she had to, you know, kind of come and get this money. Child, I ain't got time for Pam with that. You know what I think? I think Pam was fucking one of the girls from Total. And it felt like it was Kima. Allegedly, okay, this is just my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion. But it felt to me like Pam had to walk away from Total, not just because of the alcohol, but because she had some type of relationship with somebody in Total, which is why she had to completely separate herself. Because it does not make sense to me that you're okay with singing regular music when it was time to tour with Bad Boy. When it was time to show up for this shit, you were perfectly fine with all this secular music, okay? Why did you step away from Total? Because you and Kima was probably doing some shit. Or y'all had feelings for each other. But something feels like Keisha married to Omar Epps. I know, that's why I did not mention her. I said one of because I'm trying to be generic just in case I'm wrong. But I mean, it's so the fuck what? Married to Omar Epps. So what? Could have fucked her too. That mean, okay? But I still, you know, the hug showed everything. Yes. Yeah, and she had to keep hugging her too. She hugged her when she first saw her. She hugged her after she performed her song. Then they had to talk and they hugged again. It does feel like she had to step away because of her attachment that was romantic. And not because it doesn't make any sense. What's the reason? You could be in Total and not drink. Y'all are not in the 90s anymore. Y'all are not in y'all 20s. Y'all can get up there and do y'all show and take y'all ass home like everybody else that tours in older groups. Escape. Candy don't drink or drug. And she stay about her business. To me, it feels like you running from a person. You running from an attraction. You running from a feeling. Okay? That's what you running from. And Total is not just about the money or the drinking or the salacious lifestyle or secular music or the devil being close by in the music industry. Oh no, bitch. You running because you get warm feelings down in your cooch for one of your group members. That's what it feels like to me. I'm glad they talked. but you can tell that it was definitely some unresolved shit. And it's probably still unresolved. And I wish Pam would get herself together for real, so that she wouldn't have to live her life like this. Because it doesn't seem happy. It doesn't seem, like you could still be for God, bruh. Like you could still have your relationship with God and eat vagina. Like it's just, I'm sorry. I can't. I,
Me and the Lord tight.
okay? Me and the Lord are thick as thieves. Okay? Lyric and the Lord. Lyric loves the Lord. Okay? Eats lots and lots of vagina. Only his wife's, of course. But I'm just saying. Her ex married Centaur. Yes. I remember that. Pam was sounding crazy on that church thing I remember that. Y'all, Pam needs a psychiatrist, somebody to really help her deal with her issues and don't drape the shit in Christianity so that you don't have to deal with it. Because to me, the fact that this is still an issue, it feels like you've been putting shit on top of shit so you don't have to deal with your issues. Pam still got chemo blocked. And she lied about him abusing her. Yeah, Pam needs to deal with the delusions of whatever the fuck going on with her. Okay, so let's move on from there because we've been talking about that for too long. Okay, yo, why did Irish feel the need? And Pam must have been drunk when she told the rest of the total that she was the Beyonce. She is, but that's not something you tell people. Irish, why did you feel the need to tell Mila about you being mad that you had only a couple of lines? I don't know why you're telling Mila that. Mila knows why you only had a couple of lines, because you are not a strong vocalist. You were a background singer and you have not gotten vocal lessons. You have not kept up your instrument. So you can't be mad when people don't want to put you all on a record and shit. You can't be mad. And don't tell Mila that, because Mila know. Okay, that's exactly the reason why Mila and them didn't put you on the records back then, because it was about her vocals. Do the background, bitch. Do the background. Okay? Aubrey is leaving because she doesn't like anything that they did. You don't like it because it was about real singing. It wasn't about pop music that would make you look good as the white girl standing out amongst all the black women. How many times we got to tell y'all to stop doing this? Stop bringing in one white bitch with a room full of black women and thinking that it's not going to get problematic at some point. We live in, y'all, I want people to understand, white people may not think they're racist, but we live in a racist country, in a racist system. All of the things that this country is built off of are steeped and draped in the blood of black people. It's racism. So I need for white people to understand that even if you don't feel this way towards black people, you live in a place that allows for you to be ignorant to other people's issues. So within that, you handle things in a way that reminds us of the racism. Okay, not saying that Aubrey hates black people, but Aubrey definitely comes into a situation and it is divisive amongst black people, which is something white people are historically known for doing. They did that in Africa. They went to Africa. They would start problems between certain tribes. And then when those tribes fought, whoever died, they would come in and steal their land. So this is something, this is something that y'all do. And just because you're having fun, fool-la lying around with black people and all of that, it does not mean that you don't still move in those same behaviors of thinking that you should have been in charge, of thinking that you should have been the one that they listened to, when the truth of the matter is the only two people that actually were worthy of y'all listening to them were the twins. Sorry. And it was because the twins knew what they were doing when they went into the studio. Pam was like, I'm about to write a song. I'm going to get one of the twins. We're going to go in there and write the song. If anybody else wanted to do that, they were free and open to do so. But y'all didn't. And Aubrey, I didn't see you go in there one time to write your own record or produce the sound that you said you was looking for them to have. But you're going to complain. And I really do feel like she did complain. Y'all remember last week when they made it seem like the twins was overreacting and that she was just saying they needed a more upbeat song?
I'm sorry, but it really do feel like you was talking shit about them girls' songs, and they was cutting this shit together in a way to where it made it seem as if you weren't, but you really were. Because now we come this episode and you complaining about all the songs. You know what I'm saying? Child. Can we learn how to gatekeep our Black culture? Child, I don't know. And this with the racism, y'all, the way it's steeped in and the way they make it hard for us to protest without hurting each other, it is so hard. It's so hard for us to get like a footing, you know what I'm saying? In that game, you know, or to even be on the same level for this shit to be even. You know, it ain't even. It ain't balanced. So Misha talks to Shamari and Keely about how Irish is feeling, but she also doesn't show up when the girls are in the studio. So it's like, how you gonna complain and then not show up? So even Misha is like, Irish is on one, but she on one by her fucking self. I'm not a part of that. I told y'all that Aubrey doesn't want to do this because it's going to be mediocre and because she couldn't get control of the group, so she leaves. Fallon was me. Don't nobody give a fuck. Bye. You weren't doing nothing anyway. Nivea is really bothered by her leaving. I think more so because Nivea had to go in and re-record all of Aubrey's parts. Okay. So now she's wondering if people are going to just be leaving, right? So Cosign, Aaliyah, and Cinnamon come in, right? And they basically talk about how Aubrey is gone and now we have to go through all the songs. Felicia was already on one. Felicia was already pissed off at Cosign because of the music situation. So when they played Bird's Eye View or Skeletons or whatever song they played his version. And she got pissed off. I mean, well, they played her version. And then he told the engineer to stop playing her version and play his version. And she got upset. But Shamari was, you know, bobbing her head to it. And he was like, so you got a problem. But you see, Shamari was enjoying my version of the song. But Shamari was enjoying his version of the song last night. And she still was like, Felicia's version sound better. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But the editing is all over the place. Either way, I don't like the fact that Cosign didn't do anything that he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything that he was really supposed to do. And then you show up with an attitude like, oh, it's going to get done when they get done. But if they hadn't went through and did what they did, what would they have had for the showcase? Like, what would they have had to show everybody? So I was just confused, okay? I feel like Cosign and Elijah kind of come in and they were supposed to be doing something, but I don't know if they're doing it all the time. It does seem like y'all show up and get y'all checked, but y'all ain't really doing shit because the twins is doing everything. Okay. So I did feel like Felicia was on rah-rah, but I really do feel like it's something in the editing for why she went off like that. It just doesn't make sense to me that she would have just had an attitude off rip for no reason at all. And he was coming off as an asshole. And I don't like all of that sweetheart, calm down, and all of this shit because you don't talk to niggas like that. If a nigga sit up there and tell you that you fucking up and you was supposed to finish his song and you ain't finished his song, are you gonna tell him to calm down, sweetheart, and all of that shit? I think not. So I don't really like Cosign. I did feel like Felicia was on one, but I feel like something isn't adding up in the editing. Something isn't adding up in the editing. Okay. But yeah, I do feel like Felicia and Fallon both need to learn how to talk to people. I don't know what their childhoods, what their lives were like, but they do seem like two people who do not know how to handle conflict without getting disrespectful. There's a way to have a conversation with somebody. There's a way to disagree. There's a way to talk to people, you know, without disrespecting them. Okay. I just want to post this comment right quick. People need to stop make this a race issue. Tammy, girl, when I tell you, I wish that we didn't live in a world where our ethnicities were always an issue. America is obsessed with it. So blame white people. Don't blame us. Okay? Because a lot of us did not ask to come here, did not ask for you to even make the whole white black spectrum thing that white people created. You know, we didn't ask to be born into a system that judges us off our skin color when we buy homes, when we go into stores, when we purchase things, whenever we do something, our race is made an issue. I had to say what my ethnicity was when I went and got a fucking vaccine. Why? Why does it even matter if I'm African American? What difference does it make? But they had to know that shit, right? So if you want us to stop making everything a race issue, I'm going to need for it not to be a race issue from the very beginning. And then I won't have to comment on it. I won't have to bring your attention to it. But I don't know if you've noticed, it never works well when you put a white woman in a group full of black women. It just never works well. It didn't work well on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Like, and I can think of a whole bunch of other times where it didn't work well because it doesn't. So, you know, if y'all don't want things to be race issues, talk to the white people. Talk to the historical context of this country, sweetheart. Okay? Because I wish it wasn't an issue. I really do. Oh, I love this. I'm not a color. I'm Hebrew American. Okay, honey. Okay. But when you show up on your job application, they don't ask you if you're Hebrew. They ask you if you're white, African American, Latina, Hispanic, or Asian. That's what they ask you. And you have to fill out one of those boxes. It's required. Okay? Quaisha, thank you so much for the super chat. It saddens me that artists from the 90s and 2000s are showing themselves to have no interest in reinventing themselves by nor showing any ounce of work ethic. I know that's right, because you're complaining about not having parts in a song, but I ain't heard you sing a real note yet. Make no damn sense. But yeah, y'all, something in the editing is weird, okay? The twins do be on one. Cosign is an asshole. I'm glad Aubrey is gone. Okay? And like I said, if y'all mad when we point out things that have a racial connotation or something like that, blame this country, blame the white people, don't blame me. All right, I'll see y'all in the Bondy Blue Show.